Meet a monitor ship of the Royal Navy, and here's a Victoria Cross. Artefacts that can tell us much about the First World War. Not the campaigns we all think about, the fighting on the Western Front, but one of the other fronts during that conflict. The Gallipoli campaign, now in modern-day Turkey. France, Russia, Britain and the British Empire trying to control access to Constantinople, the capital of the Ottoman Empire, now called Istanbul. After 8 months, its failure was total. One man who saw firsthand the horror of more than 500,000 casualties was Royal Marine Lance Corporal Walter Parker.
At Gallipoli, he was a stretcher bearer, and at that time he volunteered to assist troops in an exposed trench. When he went out to the trench, he was wounded twice on the way and then managed to help the wounded who were in the trench before then returning after they had to evacuate the trench because of lack of supplies, and he was wounded a further 2 times on his return.
He was the only Royal Marine to receive a Victoria Cross for actions at Gallipoli, and he had to wait for it.
The action occurred in 1915, but it wasn't until 1917 that he actually was awarded the VC, and there was a hell of a lot of fighting from one of the senior officers who was in the trench, really trying to push forward for him to be correctly rewarded for his gallant actions.
Outside in the National Museum of the Royal Navy, Portsmouth, is HMS M33, one of only 3 First World War ships left from the British fleet. It was specially designed to sit and bombard the coast in support of land troops.
This ship was away from home for more than 3 years, and the crew didn't get home and all that time. And they were probably witnesses to the drama, the sacrifice of the campaign. They themselves emerged unscathed, but were able on board to tell the whole story and recognise sacrifice, commemorate all those involved. So if people haven't seen her, we do think she's a hidden gem.
These monitor ships, as they were collectively called, came in all shapes and sizes. It was Winston Churchill's idea to build them to use up a surplus of 6-inch guns. A big weapon for a small ship, which was made especially low in the waterline and stable to provide a suitable firing platform. Now a host of commemorative events, particularly Anzac Day, take place on the ship. 2 vastly different items relating to Gallipoli, but both able to provide the detail and context to what happened so long ago. Tim Cooper, BFBS Forces News, Portsmouth. Thanks for watching. For more from BFBS Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.